Welcome to our first EP collab, man. Oakland Vallejo, the Bay Area, stand up. I'm from that town. She from Vallejo. Said let's collab. She said okay. We all should play. Hot potato. Whoever got the hottest vibe. Challenge accepted. It's me. I'm the best. Like creative players on hunters, no less. The lines in your forehead just told me you stressing. Got G-O-D on me side. Ooh, he blessed me. All the lies they tell is so vexing. Them acting is so bad like it's wrestling. Keep my circle so small it's insane. If you made the cut then you're part of my team. Just like bowling at pint, cause strikes don't cut her. Attracted to the mind but I like mine hooder. She gotta have a pretty face too.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching from. Welcome to the Mrs. Best Reviews channel. I am Mrs. Best. We do have James from the Watch Your Mouth Reviews channel. The link is in the description to his channel as well. We are both trying to help each other grow, and he is only 3 subscribers away from 100 subscribers. So if you enjoy, you're 1 now? 1. He is almost there. So let's get him over 100. You guys subscribe to his channel. The link is always in the description of this video. I am having some camera issues as well as audio issues, so I am going to be off camera, but you guys will be able to hear me. So apologies to you. Across the bottom of the screen explains how often we do our recaps, and for those who do want to donate to myself or James, the information is across the bottom of your screen. So we are going to be jumping on up into it. We are also going to congratulate James. He has a video that has now passed 1,000 views that we just did the other day. It is his channel on his for his idea titled Unpopular Opinion. So be sure to check that out. It is doing well for a reason. I think you guys will enjoy it. It's a different speed from the recaps. And I personally feel all YouTubers should have the main thing we do and something else. Like I have recaps, I have song reviews. So it's always good to have multiple options. So we're going to go over expecting and unexpected this episode, which I was just kind of like, I didn't mind it, but there were just times that I felt like the episode was a little bit slow, if that makes any sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Perfect sense.
He's like, this was hella slow. But we start with Sierra and Rennie Rucci, and we find out that Sierra has a new boyfriend again. I'm not trying to be mean, y'all. I'm not trying to be mean, but Sierra, you start the show with the husband. Then you broke up with him. You got a boyfriend. You was with him for some years. Then you broke up with him because he alleged that you was cheating. Then you got with the Eric guy. Stayed together for a long time. Got married during the pandemic when none of us knew. Then you wanted to divorce him. Now you talking to somebody else. She says she's known him since she was 16. I think Sierra is still 16 in the mind when it comes to dating. You can mature in other spaces, but still be immature in other spaces. And she was a young teen mom, and that does impact your development, especially when it comes to emotional maturity as it relates to dating. I don't care how long you've known him. I do think it was funny. She said he knew Sierra without the lip fillers. So you admit finally to having lip fillers. But
was she not admitting that at first?
She was not admitting that at first for a little while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I'm like, she has a whole different face. So yeah, I don't know. Then Rennie Rucci says she may be pregnant by a boy she barely know, because at the time of this filming, she said that she only knew Black Zach. They had only been together for a couple months. If you ain't been with somebody for at least a year, you don't even know a small slice of them. Okay. And I'm not trying to say that I have all the answers to a relationship or my relationship's perfect, because it's not. But what I will say is I built the same person since 2009. That's about 15 and a half years. And we are still learning parts of each other. So you can think you know someone well, but there's always stuff about a person we don't know. And to be having a baby that soon, just like,
I just feel like it's irresponsible, 1.
mm-hmm.
And then 2, when you think of the ages of her other children, it's like,
girl,
man. And y'all already know, I've already talked about this on my channel. I don't believe in starting over after your youngest child is at the age of, I'm gonna say 12 or 13. Mainly because I have siblings that are that far apart in age, and I would love to be close to them. Nothing will make me happier, but because they are growing up in a different time, it's harder for me to connect with them.
Yeah.
I am close with one of my sisters because I practically raised her as well. I was always responsible for her, so I have an entitled to say that I'm close to her because of that. She tells me more than what I need to know. A lot of it is because of who I am, but yeah. And then I have a sister I'm estranged from because overall, once she's in the whole, I don't even know what is Hawaii considered.
It's a
Like, I know, but I'm talking about like, is that a sea away? Like, it's not like I could drive and go
oh,
here.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's far as hell.
It's far. It's not like I drive to go see her. So our only communication is really by phone, and we have a hard time connecting because she doesn't really know me. I went to college when she was 4, so yeah, it's really hard. So I feel like it's irresponsible of Rennie Rucci to have a baby knowing that your kids are pretty much all out of the house, and then this man seems like he's younger. So I feel like the maturity level, I don't see that either. It just seems like, okay, yeah, because I know you got this
Um,
check coming in.
Seems like one of those boys that would be proud to have a baby mama, if that makes sense. And that's not, to me, that's not always the
I didn't
best.
want to say it like that. That's why I was like, I didn't
No,
want to say it.
it's the truth though. That's not always the best thing. Like some people may view it as, oh well, at least he's proud to have a child, but like, why don't you be proud
No,
to also make the mother of your child an honest woman? Give her the same share the like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like that type of
no,
stuff. But
I 100% agree with you. That's why I was like, I didn't want to say it like that, but no, you're absolutely right.
I am. I don't give
Like
a
men,
damn.
I don't understand the value of, and I feel, and someone actually told me this, so now I'm gonna change back my first thought. My next thought was someone actually told me that that's forever access to the nether regions because I have a kid with you, so I'm a
Yep.
forever be able to manipulate you into getting it when I want it.
Yep.
And you women fall for that every time. You
My
get
thing
jealous
is,
when you bring another girl, and he does that on purpose because he know, one, you gonna act a fool, and then two, he's still gonna get the other girl cookie because she likes the excitement that women are wanting to fight over you. And that's another thing, women, y'all need to get healthier mental spaces with that.
my
That is
thing
an
is,
issue.
my thing is with Rennie, like take out the marriage commitment, all of that. You don't know this man. They haven't even been together a year and you are pregnant. Your pregnancy is about to be longer than your relationship. You're not going to have time or be able to fully get to know each other when hormones and other things are going to be in the way and have it to take focus. Having a kid is impactful to couples that have been together for years and years and years. So it is going to be impactful in some way. Babies are blessings. I wish her the best, but am I surprised? No. I don't understand why she wasn't on no type of birth control. Everybody likes to be like, oh, well, no one told you. It takes two. Yeah, it does take two. Men, pull out, put on a condom. There's male birth control now. All sorts of stuff you can do. Women, same thing. We got birth control, sponges. You could do other things, open wide. I mean, I don't know, but it seems to be what she wants. So it is what it is. And maybe it'll help her with her healing and her grieving. So moving on, y'all. We see Amy Luciani go to see Jessica White. And Jessica White explains that she is going through stage 4 endometriosis. And the cyst that she had last year, which was huge, has now grown back and it's already at 4 centimeters. So this thing is moving. And that's painful. Extremely painful, extremely painful. So she's going to be starting in vitro to become a mother, which I'm kind of concerned about because how are you going to do that with a cyst that is rapidly growing? But I'm sure that her fertility specialists know much more than me. I just have a uterus, so I'm just wondering. But anywho, we then find out that Amy, she says that when she was a teenager, she found out there's an issue with her vaginal canal, which causes menstrual cycles to be difficult or non-existent for her, and this makes it difficult for her to become pregnant. And she is expressing that for the first time. They just kind of informed us of some stuff. I'm not really going to comment too much on it because it does have to do with their reproductive health, and there wasn't much I could come for them in this scene. What I will say is I wish them the best, and I'm glad that women are speaking out about reproductive health. I think we deal with infertility in a way that's different from men. because our whole purpose, you feel sometimes, is to have a kid. So you experience infertility and you have that want to have a child. It really does get to you. So I feel for them, and I appreciate them for educating others and talking about it publicly, so people like feel okay to go to the doctor, know that there's stuff that can be done to help them. So I will leave it there. Is there anything you wanted to add to it?
No, I'm good.
Oh, he said, I'm good. I'm good.
You said everything else.
Listen, we breezing through the episode. I hate that about like when people talk about medical, like me and James on both channels, like unless you're like bullshitting or coming at us oddly, or we have suspicions of you, like Sweet Tea from Married to Medicine, nobody's really gonna like come for you with medical stuff. We should be able to be adults with that. Anywho, getting back into it, we did see Yandy's ass complaining. She says that she wants to make her own decisions without being penalized. Yandy, that's why you didn't get married, so that you could make your own decisions without being penalized. You could break up with this man and you don't got to go to court. You don't got to do nothing unless he starts trying to act crazy. And then if he does, only 2 of the kids is that going to be a problem with, because the other one you adopted and the others he had while with you, except for the oldest. So I don't care. This isn't a real marriage. And separate from marriage, if we take marriage out of it, right, and take tradition out of it for those who don't align with it at all, you can't expect to be in a relationship or pay bills and live with someone and not have boundaries and communication and an understanding of both of your expectations for one another. It don't matter if it's me and James rooming up like partners or if it's you with your man. That's just how it should be. And I know people like to say, Yandy held Mendices down. She did this. Listen, if my husband go down and I choose to hold him down, when we get into an argument, I can't throw that in his face. That was her choice to do so. You chose to do it. You don't get to throw it in his face. Now, if you did it because you wanted to have power in the relationship, because prior to it, it looked like he was doing whatever the hell he wanted, then that's another thing. But I don't really care, and I don't acknowledge this as a marriage, because it's everything opposite of it, from foundation to legal paperwork to all of this. Hi, Naya.
Hi, Naya.
Welcome. Good afternoon or evening, because you are on the East Coast. Good afternoon. Good evening.
She's on the East Coast.
Yeah, but that little scene with Yandy feeling bad with the kids and all of that, I'm like, she still went to the event.
Here's my thing about this whole situation, because I noticed Erica, the baby mama's son, was there as well. I noticed that. Now, I was like, oh, so y'all worked it out? Because after what happened, I didn't think she would even conform to him going to Atlanta and moving out there and everything like that. But I just want to say, I feel like for me, and I hate I have to say this, y'all, because y'all know how I feel, but this is some bullshit. And we know that it's just some bullshit. So I don't know why I don't even want to get my emotions in any type of rut when it comes to Yandy, because I know this is not real. I know they don't have a fucking problem. She does what she wants to do. He does what he wants to do. And that's it. Yandy is in Ghana. I'm going to say allegedly, because I don't know if that's the country or not. But Yandy is in Africa damn near 4 or 5 times a year. Her, Quad, and them other girls. So they be up in Africa. So I'm not finna sit up here and act as if Yandy's so heartbroken and, oh man, Dixie's not coming to Canada.
She seems
Keisha
like
with her egg. Yeah, and I was like, it's like, oh my God, y'all are not gonna break up. Y'all have the best arrangement ever. Y'all been faking it all this time, one way or another, and that means with the marriage. So why would y'all break up now?
Yeah.
That's stupid to me. If this has worked all this time, Yandy been calling the shot all this time. Medice's been doing what he wants from the beginning all this time. What the fuck is the problem? Someone please explain that to me, because I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand.
The storyline is not believable. And I personally am tired of it, but it seems like Yandy is going to be dragging it on. But I'm gonna move on. You know, you sad. You still put on your wig and hit them braids and did what you did, Yandy. So, and to those watching the live replay, be sure to like the video. I appreciate you guys. Last week, I believe Love and Hip Hop Miami. Oh no, Love and Hip Hop Miami that we just did is already at 50 views. So I appreciate everybody for watching that.
Yes,
And
y'all better
Atlanta
share
ain't been
it.
doing the best, but I don't blame y'all. Shit, because I be
I don't
struggling.
blame y'all either, because it's
Oh
yes.
Lord. He said there's well, the Indy is living her best life. I agree, Naya. She definitely is.
She
Andy don't
is like, I'm not finna sit Yandy with this confused, poised, old drained look on her face. I'm not buying this. I'm
Andy is a
sorry.
successful businesswoman. She's had her kids. She had the man. She's gotten her degree. She bought her parents' day homes. She got her good group of friends. The ability to travel is respected and a part of Black civil rights of this generation. She's good. I really, you know, some people choose to have a man because they want one. And I feel like that's partially her point, but we're going to move on. Erica Banks has a party. That
Thank
quick.
you.
Erica Banks has a party. And Zell is bothered by Saucy Santana now. Zell, Swag, and Saucy Santana were broken up. It seems like Love and Hip Hop has filmed all of it. I remember seeing all of this in the press when Saucy got a new man, and Zell is bothered about his new beau. I don't care. I didn't care to see this relationship filmed. Nobody who films with Zell is going to have a relationship that is going to last because Zell, in my opinion, wants his cake and wants to eat it too. Zell is also ashamed and afraid to ever step fully into the fact that he like men. He always pulls that. I want to have a wife, and the only way I see myself do it, have kids, and the only way I can do that is with the wife. That is not true. There are so many gay couples, especially here in California, who adopt. Some of them
Or so
go.
you could just do it the ghetto way and just, have sex, and then if it
If I
works,
one of your
then
homegirls,
yeah. If I'm one of your homegirls, and the reason why I'm saying this, y'all, is because I have a friend who has done this personally. Him and his husband wanted, you know, to conceive, but they didn't want to pay the money for a surrogate. They were like, we can't afford it. And so his husband, my friend's husband, had a homegirl. Um, she had eggs, embryos. She has never gotten pregnant. So they did, I think it was 3 weeks after the cycle and she was ovulating, 3 weeks of having sex, and they were able to conceive. Now, what they got out of the deal, they only wanted one baby. They ended up getting triplets out of this. She had 3 eggs that split. So it can happen. It's not the most responsible thing to do. And it's an uncontrollable thing because that situation happened. But I remember saying, wow. And she legally gave up all 3 kids for them to adopt because she said that biologically this man's a father and I want him to have full custody of the kids. She gave up all of her parental rights for them to have these 3 kids. And then my friend ended up adopting the triplets because it was a sanctity of marriage and it works. So you can do it that way. Absolutely. Yeah, Naya, triplets. When I tell you I was hollering, because my friend was, because at first he told, like, I happened to be there when he broke the news and he was like, how was the ultrasound? Because my friend couldn't go, we had to work. And when he said, here's the ultrasound, and I'm like, oh, how cute. And I'm looking at the head and I didn't know which one was the head. I was like, I'm like, these the legs? Like, is the baby doing a somersault? What are we doing here? And the husband said, no, she's having triplets. My friend almost collapsed. He goes, triplets. And yeah, so yeah, you can do it the ghetto way, but I call it the ghetto. So ever since then, I'm like, I call that the ghetto way because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I have a friend who did that, but he did it with one of his friends. She wanted to have a baby and she got to like 35 and was scared it wouldn't happen. They slept together, had the baby, but he just wanted to have, he said he wanted his legacy carried on, but he's not really a very present father. He lived with the mama, he don't really do nothing. It's a
not
weird
fair.
thing. But
That's not
that's what
fair.
he wanted. The little boy said fine. I don't know. But Zell Swag, I don't care about you and Saucy's breakup. I just don't. Let me tell you, somebody who makes a song called Material Girl and has the audacity to put on a contour face that's beat with a beard, I'm not fucking with you. Listen, I don't care. I respect I respect the drag queen before I respect that. At least they put the full effort on to shave the beard. I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know. It's not popping. I can't stand it. He built like a linebacker, and that beard irks me. And he got a damn BBL the shape of a box. I can't stand it. He calls himself material girl. So I can't take people who refer to themselves as materialistic seriously and expect anything of the Zell. You had to buy this man's love, and he still had an attitude. He just wasn't interested. I'm not even trying to. I'm not even.
Girl,
Listen,
that was a good one. When I tell you that was shade,
listen,
like
I don't be
damn.
trying to throw shade. And that's why I had to learn how to fight young, because my mouth has always gotten my ass in trouble. Why Josiah say though, side note, Jace, he want to start a series of his wife saying controversial shit. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. Do I really say stuff like that out my mouth that often? He looked at me, go say, yeah, I still love you. Whatever, Mr. Best. Anywho, you guys, moving along. We see Diamond at this party. There go my camera again. Sorry, y'all. We see Diamond at this party, and she's not speaking to Scrap. She's not speaking to Mama D. But she does end up pulling Mama D aside. She apologizes for her behavior when she got into it with Erica. And here's where she lost me. I'm sorry, even if the connection's bad. Here's where you lost me, Diamond. Your daddy's on life support. He means a lot to you. You took a picture of your daddy on life support, which I wouldn't want to remember my father like that. I understand some people do it if it's like a GoFundMe or something, but if not, I'm like, come on now. You show it to Mama D, and you say you've been going through a lot, and you need Scrap to be there for you because you was there for him when he was going through a lot. And Mama D got to forgive you because you went through this. If my dad, speaking of which, happy birthday to my dad. I love you.
Happy birthday.
His birthday was yesterday. Yes, and Aries created a Gemini. But I just, if your dad is in the hospital, I'm not doubting that he is at all. You shouldn't be in the club. You should be either at home in the bed with some ice cream trying to heal, or you should be by his side at the hospital, or just probably not in the club. I want to be somewhere that I can get phone numbers. Thank you, Naya. Thank you. Thank you. I am a daddy's girl, in case y'all did not know. A big one. I just always has been. But I don't understand. If my dad was in the hospital, I would not be in the club with anybody for anything, especially if I'm not contractually obligated or required to be doing the appearance. I'm not going to be there. So I thought that that was strange. How did you feel about her little interaction with Scrap and them?
My same sentiments. That is strange that you would be in a club with everybody else instead of being at your dad's bedside. But I guess when I look at the flip side of the show, she is contractually obligated to be on the show and trying to be in as many episodes as possible. Shout out to DJ Richie Scott. He did give a good breakdown of reality TV, and you know, the more you appear, the more money you get. So I can understand on the flip side, it may have been hard for her to do, but she has to fill the contractual obligations and appear as much as she can.
Diamond, I want to know though, because Diamond was on Growing Up Hip Hop, which I liked. It used to be on WeTV, and I don't think it's coming back at all.
I don't want to see. I did not like that show.
It seems like she's trying to be on here, and she was on that show with a whole different man and a whole different relationship problems.
Right.
But you know, all I'll say, Diamond, take your butt back home. If something happens with your family, it's okay to say F the contract. Some things matter more than contractual agreements and money.
I agree.
It's just a fact. It's just a fact. So, you know, and to the networks, people should get grace when they're dealing with stuff like that. Even Charlotte's Web of a Neck, Giselle, you know, we shouldn't have had her filming back and forth while her dad was quite literally dying. So I feel like the network should start giving these people some grace when someone's in the hospital they love. But moving on, you guys, at Carly's house, Carly Red is at home, and Jessica White is there because she just got out the hospital because she gets pain so bad from this endometriosis that it causes her to vomit, which makes me wonder how she's going to do in vitro. Anywho,
I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
not gonna lie. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I felt like was I watching what I was watching? Because how you gonna do in vitro? And then
I feel like there's something else going on.
And then the cyst is growing back. So how?
So you can be pregnant if you have cyst. You can be pregnant with cysts. I have a friend who had a healthy baby that way, but it can be difficult. It can be more
Because
so.
I would think that because I would think even if the fetus were to grow, it would be suppressing on the cysts, would it not?
It depends on the size and location, but I have several friends who've had babies
Okay.
with this. It depends on size and location, but with hers and what it's doing to her body, I don't think that she would be able, if she tried to carry the term. But I'm not a
That
doctor. We could be wrong. I think something
No,
else
you
is
could be. Every case is different, y'all. Every case
yeah.
is completely different. And Mrs. Best is right. We could be wrong and giving an analysis prematurely. That happens a lot of the time because we don't know her medical records, we don't know her medical history.
But
So yeah, we
separate
could be
from all of
wrong.
that, I think something else is going on with her. I done been said. I think she like her liquor more than I think she keep the bottle close. It's what I'm trying to say, based on how she be acting and stuff. And if you already on all these medications and things like that for the pain from your endometriosis, and you're drinking with that, that could make you sick as well. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
don't
agree.
fully know what's going on. I don't expect her to divulge it, but she's on Carly's couch sick and Carly taking care of her because that is what Carly does. That's why I'd be mad. Like, y'all come for Carly because she's a little bit messy, but in your deepest moment, she will be there for y'all, cast member.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm gonna say. But Kai comes in hollering about some food. He's where's my plate? Where's my this? Where's that? And let me tell you this. Sometimes my man will work 12 to 16-hour shifts sometimes because of the field of work he's in. Sometimes that happens. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. He will come in the house hungry and not holler for food the way that Kai has hollered for food. He will come in the house hungry as hell and suggest I could order us both something before just hollering at me about cooking some food. So when he walked in the house talking to Carly like that, and Jessica was looking at him, I was dying because Jessica, it made me like her. I used to wonder when she came on this show, why is she doesn't really blend. Jessica is crazy. She is the quiet bougie friend that is crazy. There's always that sedity crazy girl. That is Jessica White. She looked at him. She got him all the way together. She got him all the way together. And at first I was like, oh, she's being a little off. But then I was like, actually, I think it's appropriate because he do be coming at Carly any kind of way. And Carly has a history of dating people who will abuse her physically, mentally, and emotionally. So, and I think Jessica sees that and actually spoke up about it. But she said, this is not how you treat a queen. She said, you in her house. I said, wait, Jessica.
It was Naya's comment for me right here. Who
Let
you
him
hollering
know.
at? Yeah, like because that's me. Who you hollering at? You don't see me on this couch. You don't see this girl in the blanket.
Listen, I've had to do that to my friend's baby daddy. He came in there. He used to like to put her hands on her. He pulled that shit when I was there one time. I must have took his ass, hit him with the purse, and kicked. I said, keep your hands to yourself.
See,
I'm
I don't
telling you.
see all my friends' spouses, like whether it's well, the women, all my women friends, they spouses be the coolest people on earth.
He
Now
said
the
the women.
men, now my guy friends, they spouses be on a whole nother level of
It's always
fuck
like that for
shit.
some reason.
No, no, I'm gonna be real with you. It's me. They
Okay.
are in because what it is, a lot of especially my close guy friends. My friend Ray, for example, this is the best example I have. His wife hates me, and she's hated me since I was 19 years old.
What?
I will be 34 next week. That lady has hated me since then.
Jay,
And when
why?
because when I cook. I do. And I used to cook all the time, and my friends would come over and eat all the time when I was in college. It was one of those things when we were in college, you go to your friend's house. I was always cooking. And he loved my jambalaya a lot. And so I would bring some over, but if I make, because I would make it once a month. So I would bring some over or whatever. And
Right,
I
Diane.
guess, I guess one day he had said, like, because she had tried to make it and I guess it didn't come out right. And he goes, see, this ain't got nothing on James's. And so when it came to planning, I planned something of theirs. It wasn't a baby shower. I know I didn't plan that. I planned some event that they had. And She was all like, "Don't bring your jambalaya because I don't need him telling me what I can and cannot do for him." And I said, "What? What? What?" So I let it go. So we had a football game, and I forgot a jacket. My crazy ass forgot a jacket, and I do that, y'all. I have to stop doing that. Forgot a jacket, and I'm cold as hell. So he takes his jacket off and puts his jacket around me. Didn't ask me if I wanted it, but put it around me, and oh, she's been pissed. And I was 21 at that time, so she has hated me since then. Like, really has hated me. So whenever he like, I don't really hear from him much, but when he does call, I can hear her on the back in the background smacking her lips and like just doing all of that. So yeah, she has not liked me since then.
She needs to be mad at him, not you, because that is strange for a straight man to put a jacket on his friend because he's cold. But it's also very thoughtful. But then I don't think you should be mad at James for that.
No, be mad at no, and I agree with that. Be mad at him. I was sitting there minding my business, shivering. Like it was like, yes.
And
Yeah,
James is notorious for either never having a jacket. I remember this from the little time I spent with you in high school, for either not having a jacket, and when he do, is one too small, too thick, not the proper.
Yeah, it was very like it's like almost a shirt. Yeah,
that's nothing else. That is
yes. I'm still to this day notorious for that. I don't know what it is. Like I don't. And what's crazy, y'all? I love jackets. I love jackets. Like I want, and I love coats. I don't live in a place where I
say
can.
that to us with every single YouTube video. We got to have hundreds now. You with a t-shirt. Talk about I love jackets. Ain't never even seen you.
Ain't never seen me in a jacket. Ain't never seen me in no coat. Well, one, I live in hot places. I lived in Florida. It was hot. You don't need no jacket there. And I live in Arizona now. You don't need no jacket here. Wherever I move to next. Now, if I do make it to DC, when I make it to DC, that's when y'all see the coat phases. Y'all gonna see me in some trench coats. I love a trench coat. Oh my God.
That's why I want to live on the East Coast once, but I'm like, I know people say not to go there. I would love to do Philly or New York. That's just me. And people are like, the people are rude. I know. That's why I want to go. They'll leave me the hell alone and just let me get to where I need to get to when they get to where they need to get to. And it'll be that. If anybody tries me, they'll learn about Oakland, California and how we are. So, it is what it is. But getting back into the recap, because I'm like, that lady don't like it for no damn reason. Jessica, I felt her though in this situation because you're not going to talk to my friends crazy. Like when my friends' spouses be doing crazy stuff, as long as I don't see it, I'm good. I'll stay on the side. I'll be polite, even if I hear that they've done something effed up, because I know you got to go home and explain me to them. So I'll behave. But if I see them like in my face, physically go crazy or be talking crazy like Kai walked into Carly, I would have done the same thing. Jessica, I'm with you.
I would have as well, just because if I'm just getting out the hospital and you coming over here talking about where the food at, it's like, damn, you don't see me.
And I know that my friend is paying your bills and that you in her house.
Right? Like, oh no, like you ain't what food you talking about? Yeah, go get the food. Yeah, that's what you do. Go get the food. This is what I want. I want some fried rice and orange chicken. Go get the food.
Sure.
I ain't gonna play with you.
Shrimp fried rice with some orange chicken.
Right?
Yes. I want to eat Chinese food with you.
She was mad as a hornet after she talking about my friend's wife. Yeah, she was, and she been a mess since
she just gonna be mad. She not mad enough to leave though. She not mad.
I wouldn't either. I seen him naked. I seen him naked. I wouldn't either.
No, I seen him naked. See,
I wouldn't either.
My husband ain't seen none of his friends naked.
I've seen every single last one of my friends naked.
I have female friends. My female friends.
Male, female. I have seen everybody's butterball ass naked. I don't know what it is about my friends and them taking their clothes off in front of me as if I'm not a person. Yes, all of my friends have stripped their asses right in front of me.
Oh my Lord.
Yes. I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe I just give off warm energy. Maybe I don't know what it is.
No, your friends there might be some difference. That's weird. That's very, very strange.
No, I've seen, when I'm telling you, I've had to put people drunk asses in the shower. I've had to.
It's different putting people in the shower. That's different.
I didn't know it ain't different because I didn't know they was taking their clothes off. I'm like trying to start the shower, like, okay, you drunk and threw up on yourself. My friend took off all them clothes. I said, damn, the shower like
I
this.
hate that. Even around my girlfriends, I will like turn around. Though it
No,
happens sometimes, I just don't. I don't even
no.
like I don't really like. I sleep naked though, so
Oh, I
that's
know.
that's different. That's
Yeah,
different.
I know. Yeah,
I'm praying,
I'm
y'all.
trying not to. I'm trying not to tell you business friend. Just keep going.
I don't care. Ain't nothing wrong. Hey, I sleep naked. I see nothing wrong with it. I believe the flower should breathe whenever it can. So I let it. I just be hoping and praying that my carbon monoxide and my smoke alarms work correctly. That's my greatest fear. I will sleep naked, but I will keep like a dress or some clothes I could put on right next to me because just in case, you never know. You just never know. Because my grandparents on my mom's side, they were in Chicago. My grandfather was a firefighter out there, and their house unfortunately burned down while he was in training. My mom told me about it, and her parents slept naked. So it was her parents butt naked because they had lost everything and holding the kids who was in clothes. I said, what? What the hell? And for some reason, they took a picture of it and put it in a family photo album. I was like, I don't fucking know. I'm telling y'all, my family's
Y'all,
weird.
I sleep fully clothed, even with my socks on. I am weird as hell.
With your socks.
Sweatpants, t-shirts, socks, my keys, my wallet, and my phone are under my pillow, and my shoes are right at the corner of the bed. I do not be playing. I don't know. I had like this fear that I was going to be a victim of home invasion. I hope I don't speak that into existence, but I'm prepared to go. Like I'm prepared to go. I'm prepared to go and sneak out the window. Yeah, I'm prepared to go sneak out the window.
He said I'm prepared to slip my ass right on out.
When I tell you, my ex was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I'm like,
It's like, wait,
"Yes."
you hiding
I'm like,
something?
"Yes, I am." Like he was like, "Why is your phone under your? Why is your wallet under your pillow? Like, put it on the thing." Because we had a thing for our wallets. Look, I don't know what's gonna happen. We had to go out the window. Mind you, we were on the third floor.
You know
My
what?
ass ain't coming out no window.
You could though. You could find something to shimmy down, or you could just hold on to the
No, there
building.
was no shimmying down that. There was no shimmying down that. There was nothing. I am not Spider-Man. There is no grip of nothing that I could get attached to. If I come out the window, my ass is dead.
I cannot. Damn.
Yes.
He said that. Either way, I get that because my husband, he has a bad habit of leaving his wallet. Like when you first walk in, you're in the kitchen of my apartment. He'll leave his wallet right on the counter, right by our little streaming center where I'm at now, which is like if you come into our house or break in, you'd see it. I'm like, can you at least try to hide it? My wallet, you guys, is in a purse in the closet, hidden. Okay, his open. Sometimes the thing just open, the cards falling out of it. I'm like, but he pays the rent on time, so I'll give him a pass. I'll give him a pass. He pays the rent on time, he pays it all. So I will give him a pass, and it's a California rent. So
Yeah.
pray
True
for us,
that, true
y'all.
that.
Pray
Okay.
for
Right. I'm
us.
praying for everybody in the world going through hard ass times and rent want to be fucking like obnoxious as hell. Whatever. It's funny. I was telling my cousin, I was like, I remember when I first moved to Phoenix, Arizona in 2008. My rent was $375 a month. $375 a
Yeah,
month. I had a
Phoenix,
one
they
bedroom
say
apartment.
y'all are priced up now because so many
Yes.
people moving there. Yeah.
But I just could remember, and my rent stayed that way for 4 years.
Mm.
My rent stayed that way for 4 years. And so the fact of the matter is, man, I miss those days for rent was just that cheap. And
He
you
said,
could
I miss
just
those days. And congrats to you. You hit 100 subscribers. Good, 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 good. Good. I
on my
love it.
way, y'all. On my
I'm
way.
like, that's a good feeling. That's a really good feeling. Usually, once you hit 100 subscribers, they grow. I wish I could gain more, but I've gained like in a month at least 25 every month. So that's a good thing. Once you break 100, I feel like people see the triple digits and they're like, yeah, I'm going to run over to James, and they are there. I love it. So that is good. James has hit a milestone in these YouTube streets.
Right.
And that is more interesting than this episode. But yeah, Jessica got him together and he eventually left it alone. Kai knew not to mess with that lady. I think that men can tell when a woman is crazy, when they will just put up with stuff. And Carly is crazy to some extent, but not crazy enough that she won't. When she get with a man, it seems like she'll listen to him. But Jessica, and she wasn't feeling well, she was not here for it. She got them together. And I was glad that she did. I was definitely glad that she did. And she made a good point that I want people to pay attention to, and why it's good to stand up for your people sometimes. If he acts like that publicly, imagine what he can do to you privately. And I thought that that was the smartest thing that Jessica could have said, personally. So moving on, we did see Rennie Rucci at home. She says that she's in love with Zach, who she has only been with for about less than a year. And she lets him know she may be pregnant. He looked a little nervous, and she finds out she's pregnant. So congrats to both of them. He gonna say about time. Listen,
I was lost in translation
this
when
is
he
not
said that.
something to show off. This is not like, ooh, yeah, I'm about to get her. I got somebody knocked up a little hip. Listen, this is a person coming into the world. All I'm going to say is congrats, and we will see where it goes. I know that she has also confirmed it on Instagram again after the show has aired. So good for her. I actually feel like she needs to stay away from Spice. Maybe being pregnant will help her to surround herself with some better people. I'm not saying that Spice is horrible, but I think that Rennie really does want to heal. I don't think that Spice is genuine in her healing journey. But yeah, we'll leave that there. Moving on, Amy Luciani goes to a pet store with her doggy Admiral, who was really, really cute. And Mr. Best, you know that's the type of dog I want, but you being a hater when you know that you a dog groomer. You can groom the dog, but you don't want to groom the dog because you don't do that no more. But I want a dog. I want a dog, y'all. How can you say no to us having a dog? My husband used to be a dog groomer. He know how to cut his hair and everything. I was a dog trainer. We don't got to pay nobody to train it. Why? Cat needs a friend, and my cat don't like cats, but he likes dogs. Yes, that's weird, but I just want to put that out there. Anywho, her doggy Admiral, they take him to the little pet shop, and Mozzie comes, who she broke up with, and she wants to talk to him about her fertility issues. Here's my thing, before I get to it. Why do you want to talk to a man that you broke up with about your fertility issues? Especially when you broke up with him because of the child and him not getting his stuff together. Why does he need to know? Are you going to get back with him? Well, I mean, and it seems like Amy wants him to know because they've discussed pregnancy, and I guess all the years they were together, she never got pregnant, and she doesn't want him to think that he's shooting blanks. But with him having another child, we know that he's not shooting blanks. So again, why do you need to know? Why do you need Mozzie to know about your situation?
I was gonna say, unless like he's brought it to her attention in like a way where it was like a little bit invasive or intrusive, maybe that's what happened, because I was confused by that too. I'm like, well, shit, if it don't happen, it don't happen. Like, I got a girlfriend now. She after 6 kids, she got her tubes tied and didn't tell her husband. So because he wants 7 kids, he wants an odd number. Arizona has the weirdest people in history. When I tell you Arizona has the weirdest people in history, Arizona has the weirdest people in history. One of my girlfriends has 6 boys, and her husband wants 7 total kids. It doesn't matter if it's a girl or boy. And for 2 years, she has not gotten pregnant. And he's like, I don't understand. Like, we had the first 6, no problem. And she's like, I don't know what's going on. We'll just keep trying. And she said, I'm not going to tell him anything. I don't care. He's not getting number 7 out of me. So we'll just keep trying until the wheels fall off. And their oldest kid is 14 now. So I'm just like,
I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
That's 6 boys. Like, and they're all boys. Yeah. No twins. She literally has been pregnant every year that I have been here. Like, literally. Like, yeah.
No, thank you. Yeah. But at least Amy is telling him, I guess, which is good. But she lets him know.
Like, ain't none of his business personally.
Yeah, if you're not together,
if you're not married, it ain't none of his business.
And you're not married and you're broken up, what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point of telling? Yeah, that's stupid.
She lets him know she'll never have kids, potentially naturally, and he says he feels for her and wishes that she would have told him sooner. He was very empathetic. He does think that this contributed to their breakup. I feel like his response to what she told him was appropriate, but I think she's gonna get back with him personally. I don't know why. I just feel that way. Because
I think we all feel that way.
Yeah, you're leaving stuff out about the story, but honestly, I also feel like they're cute together. So I'm like, if y'all want to be together, be together. He had a baby with someone else, but it didn't happen the way it happened to Rashida. So I think you're good, Amy. I think you're good. Maybe he's changed. It sounds like this is something that happened years ago anyway. So, uplift him the way he uplifted you and supported your career. And hopefully you two learn to just keep your relationship woes off of social media and out of the public, because that is what the problem is for a lot of people. Moving on. Zell Swag is having a fashion show for East Avenue. We heard about East Avenue on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I'm glad to see that he is still doing something with it. We see Kai show up to this event and pull Carly Red aside. He apologizes, gives her flowers, and then presents her with multiple rings with his jeweler there. Carly Red is a smaller and younger Mama D. I'm trying to tell y'all, the way that she fell out on that floor, and I feel like when Mama D was young, being a pimp, she probably had men's and females and all types of things, but she falls on the floor all dramatic, like Jessica has to come pick her up because she stayed there for a while. And we saw it.
She said, Carla, see, Jessica did it all sweet. She said, Carla, just get up, just get up, just get up. I would, Carla, you'll get your ass off that goddamn floor. Come on here.
I would have been yanking her hair. I would have yanked the wig. I'm
right. I'm gonna start putting this wig off. Yeah.
Getting up.
That's because so sweet, little cute stuff. Come up to the Carla, get up, please. You're embarrassing us. Carla, get your goddamn ass off that floor. Right. Come on.
Snatch this wig up off your head. I'm tired of Carly.
I'm tired of Carly with this falling out shit and being all dramatic. Yeah.
Post-COVID, Carly.
No, when the last time they mopped this damn floor? Carl, come on here.
Right. And you doing all this for a man that I can't think of nothing else but dentures when I see?
You know who you remind me of? And they don't sound alike at all. And they don't look alike at all. But do you remember Consequence on season 3 of Love and Hip Hop?
I know why. It's how he holds his mouth.
Yeah.
It's how he holds his mouth.
Yeah. It's almost like, why does
somebody be talking? Listen, my teeth ain't perfect.
Neither am I. But
listen, but I'd rather have imperfect teeth that belong to me, child. That them teeth was whiter than my AT&T modem. I tell you that I just don't understand it. But he gave her the rings and she falls to the ground. Jessica told her to get up. And he listen, she gonna say to him, Carly, he in the confessional, he drives Carly's car, probably used Carly's money to get those rings. She was not happy about it. It feels like Kai is using her.
In hindsight, oh man, in hindsight, do you know how fucked up that would be if he really used Carly's money to buy these rings?
I think that Carly allows men to get too invested into her, and that's why she has to start over and continue this show. Because Carly has done acting on other television shows.
Yeah,
Carly
right.
Has done things outside of this, yet keeps coming back to Love and Hip Hop, and it always seems to be trying to work something through. She needs to stop giving people access to her money. Listen, we have a joint bank account in my household, but I have my own bank account, and he has his own bank account. Okay, I got my 401k. He got his 401k. We're going to use them together, obviously, but you should have your stuff. They should have their stuff. And then you have something you share, in my opinion. But you don't need to give someone total access to your finances, even like I just don't feel you should do that, especially not being married or having any legal ties. I think that's so irresponsible of people to do. If you ain't married, don't do it. I don't care if you have a kid. If you're not married, don't do it, because it's just problematic. But Carly asked Kai what's good and if he's proposing. And he says he's sorry and that they are cool, but that this is a 6-figure promise ring.
I feel like,
bro,
I've seen this before. I've seen this before, and I feel sorry for the woman. And we all know who I'm talking about, right? Do I need to say it?
Ooh.
Angel Brinks on Basketball Wives with Rockstar. That big ass ring that she had on her finger was a promise ring. And Duffy, or I don't know if it was Duffy or if it was I feel like Duffy was the person who said this. I might be wrong. Duffy said, why don't you just melt them and make one big ass ring and just propose to her? So I said, that nice ass ring is an engagement. It's not an engagement ring. First of all, since this has already been done on TV before, sir, let's put some context here. Y'all is in y'all 50s doing this goofy shit here. And you need to tell me that you ain't gonna get on one beat and propose or even say, will you marry me? That's crazy to even bring all those rings there.
He
If
don't
your
want.
intention,
Here's the thing: these people like to make jokes about Carly keep a man red. She's never kept the man, never. And the one that she did keep, unfortunately, assaulted her and then went to prison for COVID fraud. So, is here's the thing: you can obtain 1,000 engagements. I feel like these people know that being with her can put them in spaces where they can meet people in the
yes,
industry or
yes,
give them fame and have them known, expose their businesses and what they do to things because it's a platform. Carly has been proposed to so many times by so many different men that no shade, as much as women don't want to admit this, men don't always take women like this seriously, especially the ones that she expects to put a ring on it and to treat her entirely appropriately. You just can't fully take it seriously. So I don't know. Carly's doing the most. She gets a promise ring. Zell is just like, this took away from my fashion show, which I agree. You could have had her come
it
out to the
did,
car.
yeah.
Because if you're not even proposing, then why are you interrupting someone's event? If it was at least a proposal, then Zell, could have at least been like, but it's cool. Everybody needs their moment. But you interrupt his show for no reason.
For
And
this goofy shit here, it
and
was like,
Jessica's confessional sent me. And she said what we was all thinking. How you 50 with a promise ring? 50 years old, you with a promise ring. If you 50, you should either be single, divorced, trying to get back into dating, or married. Like, you shouldn't be out here with question mark relationships. Like, you're too old for that. You should know what you want at that age and have a little bit more direction. But
I agree. And I feel like, to me, this is how I know you still playing. Or this
yeah,
is a storyline, 1 to 2. But let's keep, for shits and giggles, if this is real. This is how people would know you're still playing and still cheating and how you're not serious unless it benefits you. This is how people know you doing this shit here. And I felt bad for Zell as well because I might give Zell a lot on here, but one thing I will give Zell, he knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to fashion.
yeah,
He knows
he is.
exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
I look at all of the styles that he does, even his own personal style, and I say I would wear that. I would. So I hate that this did taint whatever he has going on because I'm sure that everything that he has on East Avenue in this fashion show was going to be fire, men and women collect. So I just feel like this was really, I felt like this was a bad look for Carly to do this at this boys event. But
Love and Hip Hop is not the place anymore with the quality of people that come on the show. And I'm sorry I have to say it, where you go to show off your business and expect it to be done in a way that's professional, that will be taken seriously outside of, circles that are in the entertainment industry. Like, if you want people to take your business seriously, you still have to stay away and avoid drama of that nature. That's why when you see people succeed in their career, they leave Love and Hip Hop. K Michelle, Cardi B,
yes,
many. But the fashions did look good. He has had a career as a stylist and in the industry for a while, but I don't think it's the place to do that. But Jessica goes off and ends up walking away from Carly like, he's using you. You can't see it. This is not love. And walks away from Carly, refers to it as a polyamorous relationship because she says she got experience with that. And it's probably reminded her of how Nick Cannon got her, but she can't say that legally, allegedly. Because there is a grooming process that goes into getting women.
I was going to say, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it was that easy, but I think it was definitely, grooming and polishing, definitely, for sure.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah, it takes more, yeah. So, I don't know, but Carly, if this is your one good friend, your best friend as you claim, there's no way Mrs. Best can walk up to me and tell me this is not going to work. Are you crazy? Knowing that I've divulged all kind of information to her and I'm sticking with this. No, I'm getting out. Because my friends can see, I've learned to listen to my friends, the ones that are married, not the ones that are single. But the ones that are married, when I tell them things and they're like, no, that's not normal, you need to go. I've learned to listen. It took me a while, but I've learned to listen because they can see things you cannot see. And then you have to have a level of trust with them that you don't have with anybody else. So yeah, I will listen to Jessica in this instance because she let all that tea out. I think more than what I even asked for. So, you know.
I hope that Carly makes better choices because it is sad. You can tell that she does. There's something you can tell she wants love, and there's a void or something. You could just see it with her. But this is definitely not the guy for her. I want them to also discuss why he's not with the label anymore. But we will find out if they discuss that more next week, you guys. That was it for this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 11, episode 30, Expecting and Unexpected. Be sure to comment your opinions on the episode, how you feel about what happened. To those who subscribe to my channel, 90 Day Tell All just went away, 90 Day The Single Life. So we will be getting back to Love After Lockup franchise. Love During Lockup returns on Friday. So I have to work on Saturday. Unfortunately, I have to go into the facility to work, but I will be doing that recap on Sunday, and we will be live again on Monday, I believe. Thug Life, Naya. Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Yes, we will be live on my channel for an unpopular opinion. I don't have any shows at this moment. I won't have another reality show until May, or I'll be picking up Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's going to be my first show that premieres. And then after Love and Marriage Huntsville, the next show I'll be recapping is Real Housewives of Dubai. So we're going to do unpopular opinions directly and updates as things come in from the blogs. And we'll kind of keep it that way going. I'm going to try to bring more content the way I know how. I'm still open for availability of shows. If you guys want to suggest a show to Mrs. Best, she'll probably throw it my way since I don't have anything and she still has live shows. So, we'll see.
I will be adding a few shows I'm doing individually as well. Vanderpump Villa owns the Never Ever Met, and something else I'm doing with Mr. Best, but that will be exclusively on Patreon. So just be on the lookout, you guys. Oh, and New Jersey. I forgot about New Jersey.
Oh, yes. I will be joining her with New Jersey.
He said he wasn't at first, but then he agreed. So I'm happy because New Jersey is one of my favorite franchises. They have so much.
I'm going to tell y'all now, I don't like any of them. So except the lady with the blonde hair. I keep forgetting her name, but I like her. Dolores, I'm sometimes with. Sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't.
Black Dolores, yeah.
Yes. Sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't. I don't like Teresa. I don't like.
I don't like Teresa. I don't like Melissa.
I don't like Melissa. That's her name. I don't like Melissa. I don't like Jennifer. I don't like Jennifer. There's one more on that show.
Yes, Naya. Vanderpump Villa. It comes on Hulu, you guys. I will be recapping that show. I'm taking my time, and then I also have a Buying Beverly Hills recap that I'm gonna get through. So that show's interesting.
All right.
But we are done for today. We appreciate you guys. Be sure to like the video if you're part of the replay gang. Hey, Thug Life. Be sure to subscribe to both channels. Link is in the description for James's info, and we will see you guys another day. Thank you for watching. Adios.
Bye.